orange sky. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analyst Greg Anthony. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And with tip-off coming up, we've got Justin.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. And you can say he's been groomed for this. It's paying off, guys.
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. Some tough defense in this arena tonight, Smitty. These teams are so good at getting stops.
Yeah, when you have teams that defend as well, you can't beat them off the dribble. The ball and body movement is going to be key tonight.
So here's Miami's starting group. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Walker. He's tightly guarded. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo.
Pal.
4 on the clock. Here's Hayward. They get it back. Tice finds Brown. Boston again missing.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
For Boston, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Outside, Walker. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball.
Nagawa ng candy.
4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. To the wing on the left. Here's the step back. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Hayward.
And the lid comes off the basket. After 4 straight misses, they finally get one.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Here's Nunn, guarded by Walker. This one for 3. Nunn can't get it to fall. For Boston, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Good work there as it goes.
Off the bounce, stops short and lets it go. Beautiful shot by Gordon Hayward.
Here's Nunn. Olynyk trying to break loose. Nunn can't get it to fall. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Walker. And he comes up with the deuce.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
But they recover it. Second shot opportunity. Here's Olynyk. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Robinson with the block. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Hayward against Robinson. Hayward can't hit. Miami trailing. Here's Nunn. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
From deep, Walker. And it's Walker again missing. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Maybe not the biggest name in free agency, but Jimmy Butler, definitely a star player on the market.
A handful of teams were very interested in him. Expressed
Malamang na.
playing for Miami and got his wish via sign and trade. We'll see if he can make them a contender in the East.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Napatimeout na yung Celtics.
Perimeter defenders in the game today. How high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as his game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
With Dragic, he's gotten in more confrontations than you would think.
He's a scrapper and does whatever it takes to win. Reminds me of a little bit of John Stockton with that mentality. But that's exactly the kind of mindset you want from your lead guard.
Ito pwede mag-comment.
For Tatum. Now the pass to Wanamaker. And here's Cantor. He's guarded by Dragic. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Wanamaker. A three-pointer, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Iguodala, the pass to Silva. Shoots over Cantor. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up.
Shout out kay Business One.
Trailing by 4. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Steve, so much goes into being an effective bench player. What do you like to see in a team's sixth man?
Shout out.
The guy that can come off as a sixth man is he doesn't disrupt what's going on with the starters. Also, he's ready. Most of those guys that wins that award, they don't need time to adjust to the game. They come in and make an immediate impact.
2 shots. And he knocks down the first one.
And ever since the big three,
Miami
has sort of defined middle of the pack.
Yeah, for the last 5 seasons, they haven't won more than 48 games or lost fewer than 37. This is what happens when you rarely select in the top 10 of the draft. You become reliant
Advanced
on
tayo eh.
and that's a tricky, sometimes.
Ngayon pa lang may resulta na yung ano.
There's 126 left to play in the first. Smart deciding where to go with it. Brown outside. Celtics passing it around. Passes it to Wanamaker. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here are the Heat. They're on a 12-4 run. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage
Okay lang.
to the rim than
Pag
that.
na-upload na, darami.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Brown. The shot's
Kahit wala na muna ngayon.
Brown's got his second bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside Crowder. Iguodala dishes to Crowder. Iguodala outside to the middle. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, great ball movement.
Tatambakan na natin yung Boston.
Here's Wanamaker.
Masyadong malakas yung Miami. Oh, yan. Pwede pala.
Down low. Here's Cantor. Miami grabs the miss.
And that one gets gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Uy, and one.
It counts and one. Over the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And just a tremendous display of strength by Iggy. Always a threat to convert, even with the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
Shout out kay Jen Santiago.
Now here's Brown. Shoots the three. And so it's the Miami Heat in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Ayun na, second quarter na tayo.
The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
Feelings are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your ability. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed.
Panalo ako. Ako yung Miami.
Mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is
No. Posterize.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time.
Nakain ng bolo.
And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want
Bili na kayong Ariel. Search nyo SNR.
and establish your rhythm.
Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Ennis Cantor. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Superior
pitokin.
possession there. Just a stellar job.
Gusto nyo mga souvenir.
Skirt.
And Smitty, you talk about players
Search
who
nila
are
pitokin.
vicious to the rim. Wow. Derek Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his
Ryan.
leaping ability.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Celtics trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Iguodala outside. Throws it up high. Looking for Dragic, and he gets it there.
Touch tayo.
Outside Crowder. Shoots over Brown. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Timeout.
And the Heat lead by 15.
I'll tell you, Jay Crowder makes a lot of these.
Ala.
Good at shooting with a hand in his face.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And Smitty, for teams that tend to go deep into the playoffs year after year, season after season, it takes, I'm assuming, a mental toll as well as a physical toll.
It does, and that mental toll is just as hard as that physical toll on your body and your mind. And I think for teams that have great leadership and development of those young guys that can play some of those minutes, they usually bowl well.
Here's Hayward. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
There's the awareness of Hayward. Senses everything around him, knows where to get his points.
The kick outside to Butler. Jones, the pass to Olenek. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smart, wide open, 85. Buries the long-range jumper.
Mabola sila.
This is why you gave Hayward big money, not just a score in this offense.
Outside Robinson. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good in the assist by Robinson. Butler's got 5.
Mabuhin natin yan.
Running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Robinson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
They are just killing him on the interior.
It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. It's a 13-point game. An easy 2 points on the layup. 8 points for him.
A while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Nunn. There's the three. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Outside Tatum. And slammed up by Tatum.
How about the speed with which Tatum gets down the court?
Nakadakdakan tayo ni Tatum
and then exploiting the opportunity in the open floor.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Bam Adebayo is checked in for Derrick Jones.
And they like him to be aggressive. And I think Olynyk has the talent to be a difference maker offensively.
Celtics trail by 11. Hayward outside. Back to Walker. Free throw line jump shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Robinson goes in. The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The first one falls.
Nagalit na yung mga tao sa atin.
Robinson hits them both.
Masyado na daw malakas eh.
You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
The Celtics have gotten just over 50% of the shots to drop here in the second quarter. 5 for 9. Here's Adebayo in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
From deep, Walker. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat leading by 15. Adebayo passes to Nunn. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make, they are executing.
Knocked loose.
Uy,
Olynyk with it. He's picked up.
nagawa ng candy oh.
There's the double team with Walker. Olynyk in the corner. Back to Adebayo. And Olynyk kicks to Adebayo. And they double up. 5 on the clock. Robinson misses.
Oh, yung
Celtics trail by 17. They need this. And the layup good by Smart. Smart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good ball movement here by Miami. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Hayward against Robinson. Off target with his 3. 3 on 3. In the corner, it's Hayward. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And so that's the end of the first half. Heat lead by 15. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline.
halftime na.
Take it away.
Halftime.
Thanks a lot. Andre, how have you guys established things in the first half?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
We'll see if you keep talking in the second half. Thanks, Andre. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings
to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point guard. Walker, bounce pass. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tice. Basket counts. Tice has got the first bucket of the third here for Boston.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Butler from outside. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Brown. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Rebound by Butler.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly.
And the dunk by Olynyk.
And among 7-footers, Olynyk is in the conversation for best ball handlers. He's that good.
And it's Walker penetrating, and the layup falls. Walker's got 10.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple. Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
And Hayward gets it to go.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Heat also with the sub. Jones is checked in.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Now, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime. He's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league. And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range. My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. That's tipped. Williams kicks to Kanter. Up top, Tatum on the wing. Brown. Just 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. He has 6.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. 17 points was their biggest margin. Excellent D from Kanter. Celtics trail by 9. Oh, Tatum in position. Wanamaker Walker misses.
Hindi mo magagawa yun.
Defensive play gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Here's Adebayo. Gets it, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Wanamaker the pass to Kemba. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Jones. Tatum's shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's Butler missing. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% for the field. Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And Boston has possession. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Went off Dragic. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, it's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell-toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops are not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high. See, I was okay. His team is down because he's not shooting it up. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
It's deflected. Stolen by Smart. To the inside. Cantor fouled on the shot. Picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid, 79%.
Miami leading by 6. He lobs it up.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Alley-hoop.
1:37 left to play in the third. Poked away. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Outside, Jones. Nuggets looking it over. Jones, no longer. Celtics trail by 8. Outside, Smart. Jones against Brown. Smart on the wing. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. The shot's good from Cantor.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
There's Dragic with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Boston takes it the other way. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Outside, Dragic. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Cantor. 4-on-3 break. Here's Wanamaker. Here's Brown. And he bangs for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Brown's got 8 points.
And Brown runs the floor like a freight train at 225 pounds. He's a mammoth that wrecks defense.
Bola sila.
How about battling through the impact there and then filling that basketball in?
The Heat shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
That one misses for Dragic.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We see what Dragic has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
And he gets it to go. And that's 10 points for Jaylen Brown.
And really a good job spotting his teammates near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close game.
Bola sila.
They feed off one another's energy.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Heat up 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Celtics trail by 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Enes Kanter is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. Here's Silva. Hits it from three-point range. And the Heat lead by 7.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Knocked away. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Nunn. Defended by Hayward. Here's Olynyk. Uses the glass to drop it in.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Here's Walker, and it's in there.
Check out the handles. They're nasty. Spin move. Had his man grabbing for air.
On the wing, Iguodala. Pass to Silva. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now a timeout called by Boston. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to
Napapatay na sila. Kinakabahan na sila.
Chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He told this guy the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And here's Olynyk from the arc. A rebound by the Celtics. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum is going to be around for a while.
And that one falls for Tatum. Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly and really the sky is the limit for that unit.
Outside, Walker. Shoots from the elbow. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And it's an 11-point Heat lead. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. That one wide left. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Nunn passes to Adebayo. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Well, you love the energy that Bam Adebayo brings while he's on the floor. Great finisher who hustles nonstop. Really, the only question is how you match him up on the defensive end.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
The Heat leading by 12. Here's Nunn. Pass to Robinson. Lets the three fly. A three-pointer is right on target. And those position questions you mentioned with Adebayo. A bit of a tweener in the post.
Yeah, he is. Adebayo has a game that is suited for a center. He attacks and stays close to the rim. But he's had a hard time matching up against some larger centers. And that's why we haven't seen more of him. Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Nunn passes to Olynyk. Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Epic closing, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Kemba Walker. And the Heat call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Brown trying to free himself up, and Hayward gets it to go.
Slashing his way to the rack. Hayward is built for it.
The pass to Adebayo. Kicks to Robinson. Dragic against Walker. And it's Dragic off the drive. And the basket is good. 7 points for Butler.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Walker's shot is off. Miami leading by 10. Outside Butler. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. From down in the low post, it goes.
This is where Jimmy Butler really does his best work, when he can use his length and strength to full advantage.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 12. 1:15 left in the fourth. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. From deep, Walker. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Heat.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
Butler goes in. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Hayward's got space. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Olynyk can't hit.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Butler kicks to Dragic. Lets it go with the three. That shot missing. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin.
Panalo Miami. Game 2, panalo Miami.
You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team, and worry about the outside influences.
real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long.
Ayan, thank you. Salamat.